I'd like to say good morning to everybody and welcome to Charleston High School. Hopefully you're having a great summer, enjoying these last few days of free time and quality time to spend with your family and relax a little bit before we get intense here in the season with this upcoming year. The players I have representing Charleston High School today, from my right, number 5, he's a senior, Anthony Menchaca, plays some linebacker. We'll play some running back for us. We have our quarterback. He's a senior, also playing some defensive back, Gary Tyner. To my left, we have a senior, Cedric Davenport, that will be playing some running back and also some outside linebacker. We have a senior, number 55, Ezekiel Azure. He's going to be playing offensive line and defensive line for us. And on the end, we have number 50, is Darius Williams, senior, who will also be playing some offensive and defensive line for us. One thing that takes place here at Charles Drew, most of the kids that we have come through our program are pretty homegrown, meaning once they're here as a freshman, they usually stay here. We don't thrive too much off transfer, so most of these players, all of them have been here since their freshman year. So they've contributed to our program and seen us go through the highs and lows of what has taken place here in the last few years. They've worked really hard this summer to prepare themselves mentally and physically for the upcoming season. They are good students. They have excelled in the classroom and are leaders within the building. And that is one thing that we pride ourselves on here, to try to make sure that our leaders of our teams are also leaders in the schools. And these gentlemen do that with pride in the building. This season is going to be a tough season, just like any season is when you're competing in the region that we play in with many of the schools here that we'll compete and play against. So every week is going to be a struggle, and we'll look to improve each week and get better. Our region has some outstanding teams in it, and it's very competitive. When you have teams of Lovejoy and Monday's Mill who we play, and we'll play Riverdale in a non-region game, and Mount Zion, who's also in our region. Those are tough games, and those teams have really good players and great coaches. So we're looking to compete, play hard, and representing Charleston High School the best way that we can, and looking forward to extending these guys opportunities to extend their season with the playoff opportunity. We hope that you all are doing well and have a safe remainder of the summer. And we look forward to competing with you on those teams that we play, and good luck to all those other teams that we do not play. Next on the list we have Forest Park, Martez Edwards.
Good morning. I'm Coach Edwards here at Forest Park, the new head football coach. I've probably been the head football coach here for about 6 or 7 weeks. So you guys who've been a part of programs for several years understand the challenge that we are facing over at Forest Park, and the time is definitely not of an essence for us. However, let me introduce these guys. To my far right is Jaquez Bailey. He's a junior wide receiver. Next to him is Kendarius Redding. He's a senior. He'll play athlete, a little bit of receiver, running back, kick returner, punt returner. Just kind of anywhere we can put him on the field to help us produce and put points on the board. Next here is our quarterback, Rayshawn Miser. Next to that is our defensive end senior, Buck Cooper. And on the far end is our other junior defensive end, Justin Eboke. Well, it's great to be here in Georgia. I spent my last 4 years coaching in the state of Alabama. We played some really tough schedules and was able to be successful over there. Taking this program over, people said, you're taking the program over that's starting from the bottom. I told the guys, we're starting from beneath the bottom. We're going to dig our way out to be able to see the light, try to make it to the top eventually. But we got some good young men, some guys that are really working hard, some guys that have been yearning for a program that's going to, be consistent. This program has had 11 head coaches in 15 years. Hopefully the buck stops here. We won't have to put those guys, those students, that school, that community through that type of trials and tribulations, for lack of better terms. This is an opportunity for me to come here and plant some roots in the state of Georgia, build this program up. I don't know a whole lot about what happened in the past, but from what the guys tell me, they've had 15 to 20 guys come to summer workouts. We got our numbers up. Probably 50 or 60 guys coming to practice now. It's excitement over there. The guys are going to work hard, try to produce. Not much more we can do. We play on a non-region schedule, so unfortunately we won't get to play with one school in Clayton County, which is also disappointing, but it's a schedule that I didn't pick. Just got to come in and play it. Fortunately, we can get through this schedule and win some ball games and beat some teams on our schedule. We're not going to be the laughingstock of Clayton County anymore. You can rest assured that, guys. And I know we're not playing guys in Clayton County, but when you're in the county, if you're not playing a team in the county, I'm going to root for Jonesboro and root for Morrow when them guys are playing other schools outside of the county. So at least we'll give you guys something to root for. You won't look back and say, hey, that's Forest Park. They're playing a school over here. They're going to get beaten over there. That's not going to happen. We're not going to line up on any Friday, get on any bus, train, boat, or plane, and expect to lose. We're going to change the expectations and expect to win, and we will win some ball games over there. And that's pretty much how it goes. Good luck to all you guys that are playing in the regional schedule. We can't play a regional schedule this year, so we can't make the playoffs. We hope that all you guys make the playoffs and we can come watch you guys play. And I was always told teams that I remember play in December. So I hope you guys are playing in December somewhere. Thank you. Up next is Coach Floyd from Jonesboro High School.
Good morning. My name is Nate Warlock. I'm the associate head coach and officer coordinator at Jonesboro. Been stepping in today for Coach Floyd to let step out. We'll talk about the players that we have right now. It's Jalik Brown, senior, receiver and DB. Montavion Brooks, number 1, running back and DB. And Dane London, number 5, linebacker. This year, just like everybody else in here, we've been grinding, working hard, trying to get ready, going through these dog days of summer, getting ready for the fall. Our guys will work extremely hard every morning, getting up early in the morning, while others are sitting in the bed and enjoying those luxuries of not being doing the things that we're doing. We're getting up in the morning, we've been in 7-on-7 tournaments. We work with some of the teams in here. Actually, right now we at FCA camp right now. So when we leave here, we'll be headed back up to West Georgia. So these guys are getting a lot of work that's going to make them better. This season coming up, like I said, we're in the tough, like Coach Lyle said, we're in a really tough region with the likes of Tucker and Stevenson and MLK, along with the teams in our county. And we could, like Coach said, it's a battle every week. We'll go through those ups and downs. Last year we experienced that. We started off really, really slow, and that kind of changed the direction of where we wanted to go toward the end of the season. We ended up, getting a playoff berth, and it was big for us, even though we didn't do successful in the playoff. It was big for the younger guys and these guys moving forward. So like I said, good luck to everybody. We'll get a chance to match up with those teams like Mount Zion and Lovejoy, Mundiesville, Drew during the season. We scrimmage in Riverdale, so we look forward to those battles. And to everybody else that we're not playing, wish you the best of luck. Me being homegrown from Clayton County, I went to played at North Clayton. Me and Coach Cap played together, head coach at North Clayton. So I wish success for everybody. Every time they line down, we always represent Clayton County. So that'll be it. Next we'll have University of Lovejoy, Coach Carson.
Good morning. Once again, I'm Coach Carson, head coach at Lovejoy. Start off to our right, Corinthians Edmond, wide receiver, senior, Zion Custis, senior running back. 3 to my left are offensive linemen, Miles Best, Solomon Lightfoot, and Lawrence Terrell. All 4 of these guys have been in the program for all 4 years. They came up through our feeder system. They've done a great job for us. Each year bring, different circumstances. So last year, Going into the season, we really didn't know how good we would have been offensively, but we end up leading the region in rushing. So partly due to these three guys, offensive linemen and Zion Custis, and receiver doing a good job blocking. We got a lot of holes to fill, but we do look forward to the season. Like all the other coaches said, it's a battle each week in our region. It's tough. If you be one of the top five and easily compete in the state, but only 4 teams can go in the region to the playoffs. But we are looking forward to the season. Start off with Monday's Meal, I think our first region game, which is also the Big Cat Classic. Should be a ton of fun. I know every year it's a good game. Last year it went down to the wire, so we'll be looking forward to that each week. The battle once again. So once again, if you play football in Clayton County, guys, you need to understand you don't have to go anywhere. You stay at home and play for your feeder schools. Move on to the high school that you're located to attend, because it's good football in Clayton County. So, guys, make sure that you portray that to the rest of your teammates and kids in your community. We're going to continue to fight in Clayton County. Thanks. Next up is Jerome Weeks, Morrow High School.
Good morning, Coach Weeks, Morrow High School. First, I'd like to thank Coach Carson. I would not have gotten this position if he would not have fired me earlier. I appreciate that. That's my guy. On a serious note, we've been friends for a long time. Coach Carson's a real good guy. Definitely appreciate the opportunity. To my right, we've got Jamal Hill, Jr., safety, plays receiver as well. We've got number 7, Christopher Clark, Jr. as well, plays quarterback. To my left, we've got Brandon Mercer, one of our starting corners. We've got Draquan Sproul, number 52, plays offense and defensive line. And we also have Mr. Hiram James on the end as well that plays offense and defensive line. Last year was definitely didn't go as planned. We definitely got out there and competed, didn't quite get the outcome that we wanted. So we went back to the drawing board and started working harder. We've been working hard. We've been in the weight room since Thanksgiving. Definitely trying to get ourselves stronger, build better athletes before we can build better football players. So we've gotten stronger, we're getting faster. A lot of these guys are also participating in track as well, which has gotten them in shape and gotten us better for the summer. We've had an outstanding workout this summer. Guys have been busting their tails, go early in the morning, and we get out of there around noon. Okay, but all of these guys, and as well as the rest of our guys, have committed themselves to improving and getting our program on the map. This going into our second year, I definitely see us progressing towards making a run at the playoffs this year. These guys have definitely dedicated themselves to, first of all, working hard in the classroom, which is also bringing them some discipline onto the field. I'm an academic first guy. These guys will tell you, if we can't do it in the classroom, you're not going to get an opportunity to do it on the field. So with that being said, these guys are doing an excellent job in the school, being leaders. We lead in the classroom as well as on the field and throughout the community. So just look forward to an exciting year this year. We only play Forest Park and Mount Zion, but we know that those guys are going to be prepared, and there's going to be some good, tough matches. Just look forward to getting out there competing and getting our program where it needs to be. So just want to tell you guys good luck to the rest of you guys in your programs. Hope that you guys continue to be safe this summer, and look forward to seeing you guys in the fall. Next up, we've got Coach Kevin Jones from Mount Zion High School.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me here for Media Day, Coach May. Always Coach May to me. I want to thank all the coaches and the players that are able to pause for a minute in their hectic schedule, summer schedule workouts. I know everybody's getting the grind in. Likewise, we're part of that family of just working in the summer like everybody else. To my far right, I have Rashad Francois will be a senior for us, a returning starter for us on the offensive line, defensive line. Next to him, to his left, was our Bandit, Jack, linebacker, E.J. Burton, who led the team in tackles this past season. To my left will be quarterback Ernest Fortson. Next to him will be our nose guard, 4-year starter for us, Ramon Hill, led the team in pressures and sacks last year. Next to him, our inside linebacker, also another 3-year starter for us, who's done a fantastic job for us, Justin Darnell. This will be my 4th year at Mount Zion High School. We started off the season pretty well last year, and then we fell on our feet pretty bad in the middle of the season. Things with injuries and things going on in the program that kind of stifled us, slowed down our momentum and the success that we were having. I'm glad to say that our whole vision this year is just totally different. The majority of our kids, our starters, are 3 or 4 year starters, and you know, we're pretty battle tested, and some of the great teams in our region, which are in here right now, as well as teams outside of our region. Of the 9 teams we faced last year, 7 of them went to the state playoffs, including our scrimmage game, which was against Elka, state champion, Eagles Landing Christian Academy. So at the end of the day, we're just like most of you all. And the good thing about Clayton County is most of us have played tough teams. We all have played the Colquitts, the Lowndes, the Valdosters, all those programs that are very successful. So we're in the tough region, but the good part about it, none of the coaches in this room are complaining about it, because at this time, I think that our players have matured to facing that great programs during the season. So these guys fall along with that as well. I'm glad to say that this summer we didn't have not one kid go to summer school. We also have kids that have offers right now, and that's a testament for Mount Zion. I know at other places, a lot of that has probably happened very early for other schools, but at Mount Zion, you know, we're just trying to ascend every year to a different place. But my joy in coaching these young men is the fact that they understand that there is life after high school football. There is life when you go to the collegiate level, if you get that opportunity. They also understand that they have to be good citizens, and that's what I'm excited about. Like I said, not having not one football player in any type of summer school, nothing, virtual class, nothing. Everybody busted their tails to get academically where they needed to be. And that says a lot about the character. And at the end of the day, making those adjustments during the football game against the teams you're gonna play, it's about character, discipline. Okay, everybody in here has been lifting weights, okay? Everybody here has got AM workouts or afternoon workouts. But at the end of the day, my goal is for these young men to do what I ask them to do on Friday night because of the character they built, the education platform that we stand on, and being the best they can be, and we let the chips roll where they may. So at the end of the day, I'm excited about this season. I'm like every other coach in here. Our goal is to go to the state playoffs, but at the same time, we're just gonna take it one game at a time. We gotta roll up and play our brothers from around the corner at Jonesboro High School, and it's gonna be a great game. Likewise with some of the other games that's gonna start off the season. That's the great thing about Clayton County. We do have the neighborhood rivalries, and it's good to get them to start the season off with, okay? Not at the end of the season, when things are kind of, sometimes the direction that the teams are going for state playoffs and things have already been decided. But the great part about it is to start it off, rock and roll as brothers, we get on the field for a couple of hours and we just go at it. That's the great thing about Clayton County sports. I'm excited for the season, I'm excited for these guys. And up next, we'll have Coach Davis from Mondays Mill High School.
Good morning. I'd like to say thank you to Kevin May and all the coaches for coming out at this time for our media day in Clayton County for all high school football players within this county. I'm going to start to my right, your left, introducing the players that I have here with me today. Number 2, Nick Manson, wide receiver, cornerback. Number 7, Kendall Boney, quarterback. Number 8, to my left, your right, Raheem Gaines. Number 56, Chase Welch, who will also play on the offensive line and defensive line. Raheem Gaines will be our tailback and free safety. And on the end, we have here number 67, Marquez Mason, who will play on the defensive line as well as on the offensive line. Each of these young men sitting here before us today were part of our team last year, and each played an integral part in what we tried to accomplish as a team. Like all coaches and all teams have to go through, the biggest problem we all face is, can we have our players available to us on Friday night? Last year we had 28 seniors, and through the start of the school year, we were very excited about the experience we had on our football program going into our opening game against Langston Hughes, as we went into our first region game against Lovejoy, as Coach Carson said, which was a very competitive game. We had high spirits, and the kids were very excited about what we were doing. Then we started to get hit with the injury bug, and then we started to get hit with adversity amongst team members because they became jealous of each other. One of the problems we always have here, and one of the coaches alluded to it earlier, we have a lot of talent in Clayton County. And when the college coaches start coming around, it can create dissension amongst your players because those coaches aren't coming to see everyone. And our team didn't handle that right last year. This year, we're fortunate enough where we have a better base of players who have a little more family-oriented mindset and mentality. There are no high ego players out here in our team this year. So we're excited about the opportunity to get on the field and put forth a better product. We oftentimes hurt ourselves during the course of football games because we were defeating ourselves because players weren't doing their responsibilities and living up to their task based on their position in which they were playing. Coach Al Hughes had a saying a long time ago when he was a coach over at Lovejoy. We all wish we had Billies and Joes. Everybody don't have Billies and Joes. So we have to take what we have available to us and we have to teach them. Quality coaching, and players have to execute what they're being coached to do. And I stress to our players all the time how important it is to take your academic learning very seriously. Get your instructional information in the classroom, process that information in the classroom, so that when you come onto the football field, you already learned how to process information, retain information, and then you can put that information into action through what you see on the field. As coaches, we have to stress to our kids, we not only need to be athletes, we need to be scholar athletes. And I think scholar athletes can be very good on the field and be very good in the classroom. And that allows for more colleges to come in and look at what Clayton County has to offer, not just because of the athletic ability, but the ability that we can get them in our schools and we can keep them in our schools and hopefully have these kids graduate with college degrees. Look forward to this year's season. A lot of changes are taking place at Moneysville High School. A lot of new faces on our coaching staff. A lot of new faces will be on the football field for the first time. We're pretty much green, not that much varsity level experience. I think on the returning side, on offense, we have 4 returning starters, and on defense, we have 3. So a lot of holes have to be filled on those 2 sides of the football. But I'm very excited about the staff that I have right now and the opportunity to improve on last year's record and hopefully put ourselves in a position where we can make the playoffs in a very tough region. Thank you. Next up, we'll have Cat Burnett from North Clayton High School.
Good morning. First off, I just want to say it's a blessing to be standing in front of my peers in this position, and also being the head coach at my alma mater. Last year was my first year back at North Clayton. Like I said, it truly was a blessing. The season we had, we were fortunate enough to make the playoffs for the first time in 6 years at the school. I mean, it was truly a blessing. Like I said, we had, 18 seniors, only 38 kids on the team. So you can imagine what we're going through now. But with that said, the expectation has not changed. More things have, I stress more off the field things like just make sure the kids understand, we just want to be a better version of ourselves off the field. Because I feel like if you do that, the only on the field things will happen. Just like I tell them all the time at our school, football is a game. If you take care of your business off the field, when you come to play the game, you won't do nothing but have fun. So that's our motto throughout the program. And this year coming up, those expectations will not change. We will continue to, thrive to be the best North Clayton that we can be. And I mean, with with that said, whatever supposed to come our way will come our way with the wins or whatever else. So all we do is, we go out, work hard, and just believe in our motto every day, and we go at it. And with that said, these three guys that's sitting up here with me are three of my seniors who trust and believe in that motto, trust and believe in the program and the direction that it's going. And sitting right here next to me is number 2, Tevin Hall, plays linebacker, running back for us. We have number 8, Keelan Lee, quarterback, DB for us. Then we have number 7, Sundiata Anderson. He's our DN/tight end. And like I said, these three guys here are my seniors. And true enough, we only have 5 seniors coming back. And like I said, we got a lot to fill. We're going to be a young team, but with these 3 guys, the way they believe in the program and they believe in the direction that we're going, I feel like we'll be okay. And another thing, just like all the coaches been saying, the thing about it is, I remember when I played back in, I graduated in 98, you know what I mean? And I remember it was, you can go all over Georgia and Clayton County, sports, especially football, were respected by everybody in the state. And I feel like with all the teams and the talent that we have here, that's coming back. And we're going to continue to make the state of Georgia respect what we're doing in Clayton County. And so that's all I have, man. Good luck to everybody. And I wish y'all nothing but the best. And coming up next, we got Riverdale High School. Sorry, Coach. What's your last name, Coach?
Biggie.
Biggie?
Biggie.
Biggie?
Yeah.
All right, Coach Biggie coming up from Riverdale High School.
Good morning. My name is Coach Binion. I'm the assistant head coach at Riverdale High School. Before I get started, I want to say honestly, it's a true pleasure to be in front of such distinguished coaches, not just in the county, but in the state of Georgia. As you guys know, I had the opportunity and pleasure to working with the one and only Coach Jones. Growing up, I was a fan of my cousin, Coach Weeks, and also, as they say, the University of Lovejoy. What a pleasure it is to be in front of you guys this morning. Coach Harrod leaves his remarks with you guys. As you know, talk about these guys in front of us. We'll be a very young team this year. I have Jalen Hughes, number 6. He'll be playing running back and linebacker for this year. This is his first year coming in healthy, which is a good thing for us. Number 22, senior L.E. Washington. Started every game as a junior. Technically sound as well. A great player upside. He will also play tight end this year. Number 3, senior linebacker Miles Stallings. Started every game as well as a junior. He's a hard worker and team leader. As you guys know, one of the things you need to do as a senior is be a leader, because the young guys will follow you, which is really important. Number 12, junior Dante Walker. Holds offers from Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, etc. He has started every game during his career at Riverdale High School. Preseason All-State nominee, 2017 Rising Senior selection. Will play receiver and tight end as well this year. Number 1, junior Jalen Lay. Holds Division I offers from Syracuse, Oregon State, Cincinnati, Western Kentucky. Will also be asked to play quarterback, fullback, tight end, receiver, free safety, and punter. Like a lot of you guys stated before, last year we graduated 26 seniors, with 6 playing college football right now. We have 3 returning starters on offense and 6 returning on defense. As you guys stated, like a lot of us are going through the turmoil of the transition of filling in gaps. And this would be a good time to see where these guys will step up. As most of you want to and expect to make the state playoffs, we will do the same this year as well. And I wish all of you guys the best this year, because all you guys are doing, taking out the time to grind. One thing I learned from my old assistant, my old coach, Coach Jones, don't ever let anybody outwork you, ever. You come in, you work hard, you grind, you do what you got to do, and then the hard work will pay off for itself. And these guys believe in the process that Coach Harrod has put in place for us. They understand that there's a process and they must go through it, and they've earned it. So we'll see coming up August 4th, we play Jonesboro. You guys have a great season.
All right, thank you. We're very excited to get the season started. We have 2 scrimmages on August the 4th, and of course the season kicks off on the 18th. We have 3 of our classics, first 2 weeks of the year. We have Big Cat Classic with Money's Mill and Lovejoy. Got the Backyard Brawl with Jonesboro and Mount Zion. And then we have probably the oldest rivalry, North Clayton and Riverdale, right over here at Southern Crescent Stadium, and we play that every year. And this year, Drew will also be playing Riverdale. The schedule works out that way, so that'll be the Battle of Riverdale, I think, week 2. So we're looking forward to those games. We're also looking forward to seeing you guys at the next level. We have players throughout intercollegiate athletics right now. We've got several guys in the NFL. We had 2 drafted this past April in Cam Sutton from Jonesboro High School with the Steelers, and the first ever draftee from Drew High School, Antonio Garcia, to the New England Patriots. And I believe both of those guys were drafted in the 3rd round. Not to mention we have Cordy Glenn, who went to Riverdale, and Morgan Burnett, Coach Cap's brother, who plays for the Green Bay Packers. So, and we've got other guys. So, you know, the opportunities are there, and the opportunities is why we exist in interscholastic athletics. You know, to give you guys the opportunity, show what you can do, and maybe get to the next level. So we wish all of you the best. Hopefully everyone stays healthy. Hope you have a good season and maybe even a great season.